Your Tesla has dozens and dozens of super cool hidden features built in that Tesla doesn't want you to know about. Chances are you've seen the videos on the Easter eggs and the cool videos you can play and the sounds your car can make, but I want to go deeper than that in this video and show you some of the really useful things your car can do that you might not have known even existed. And whether you've been an owner for a while and you've owned the car and you know the ins and the outs, or you're a brand new owner, this video has a little of something in here for everybody. There's a cool Easter egg or a cool hidden feature here for everybody to enjoy. So let me break down like the top 13 to 15 coolest hidden features built into your Tesla, whether you've got a Y, a 3, an S, or an X, whatever year, doesn't really matter. As long as it's running the latest and greatest software, you've got some really cool hidden features built in. To start things off, here is a fan favorite. If you're looking for a way to watch more media than your Tesla officially supports, like within the official Tesla Theater, then let me introduce you to a Better Theater, formerly known as a Better Tesla Theater. This is basically a website that, when open in full screen mode, gives you like an improved full screen experience that takes your Tesla Theater experience to a whole new level. You can open up full page websites here like Reddit and Google Maps, and also a bunch of different streaming services as well, like Plex, for example, and allows you to sort of harness the power of the audio system and the big screen inside of your Tesla to watch a lot of cool content and movies right inside of your car. This is really simple to use. You just go to the link I have down below inside of your Tesla browser, you open it up in full screen, and then you have options to open dozens of different media sites and services right inside of your Tesla screen. It's way better than the built-in sort of YouTube player, or I guess now they have Twitch and Disney Plus, but there's a lot more here in Better Theater that you got to check out. So check out the Better Theater link right down below and open it in your Tesla for your next in-car movie night. Next up here, you probably know that you can change out the stock aero covers for the Tesla wheel cap kit. That makes it look different and also modifies the range just a bit as well. But how can you tell your car that the wheels on the car have changed? Maybe you're swapping tires, you're just putting on the wheel cap kit. How can your car know that something has changed? You can actually go into the service menu here, and under this tire menu, you can actually tell the car which tires are on your car. This even works if you have the standard aero wheels and just swap them out for the aero cover kits. Because again, not only does the range change, but also the car looks different as well, and you want that change to be reflected within the car and also within the app itself. So actually, if you go in and if you change the wheels here in the service menu, it'll reflect that change within the car and the app itself, showing you the new wheels you've got on your car. Again, you don't want to change the wheels within the car just for fun, just for the appearance, because it does modify the calculations on range and energy consumption and stuff like that. But if you do go ahead and make those changes to the wheels, you can change that menu inside of the service menu to reflect those changes visually and also sort of functionally inside of your Tesla as well. Speaking of the Tesla app, I love the new refreshed app. It looks really good, but one of the things that it's missing is an easy way to sort of send directions to your car. Wouldn't it be nice if you were sort of in Google Maps, you were looking at an address in Safari on your iPad, for example, and you wanted an easy way to send those directions right to your car? Actually, this exists. It's a little sort of hidden feature here within the Tesla app on both iOS or Android, but essentially if you find an address on your phone and you go to your OS's equivalents of the share sheet in iOS, for example, you can actually share it to the Tesla app. And sharing it to the Tesla app will essentially just send that information right to your car's computer, so when you get in, you can automatically be navigated to that location. I use the Apple Store, for example, here, but it'll work with basically any address. As long as you just share it and send it to the Tesla app, it will send that address right to your car. Now, as much as I love my Tesla and as much as you probably love yours as well, chances are there have been some issues. If you've ever had the LTE connection not establishing and you don't have service, if you've ever had weird issues where the microphone doesn't work, for example, I've had that issue, or if the screen freezes for whatever reason, basically if you're having issues in your car, 99% of the time, if you're looking for a way to simply and easily fix that issue, you just want to do a really quick restart. And the way to do a restart in your Tesla is to hold down the two scroll wheels on the wheel for about 15-20 seconds until the screen goes black and the system restarts. You can do this while driving. You can even do this while you're in autopilot and driving. You can actually still drive the car and let the system reboot, but essentially this will just kind of be like a regular computer reboot or a phone reboot. It'll reboot the system and usually will fix things like the mic not working, media not playing, the LTE service not connecting. Various bunches of issues could be fixed just by doing a scroll wheel restart. Just hold down on those buttons for about 20 seconds, wait for the screen to go black, wait wait for the Tesla T to show up as it's rebooting, and then in about 30 to 45 seconds, the system should be rebooted and everything should be good to go. Now, this next one is pretty obvious here, but I just gotta say it. If you have full self-driving and you haven't joined the FSD beta program, you can actually join the FSD beta program, or at least try to join it, right from inside of your car. If you go under the autopilot settings here, there is the long-awaited, the highly coveted FSD beta button here that if you press it, you can accept a number of prompts and be on the list to join the FSD beta program. Obviously, this requires you either buying full self-driving or subscribing to it through the service, but if you're looking to get access to that city street driving, you can do it by pressing that button and getting on the list to join access to it. Obviously, there are a number of different things you have to follow now. There's the safety score and stuff like that, but just throwing this out there, if you don't know and you have full self-driving, press that button and you can get access to the whole next level, the true full self-driving system right in your car by just tapping that virtual button. Next up, let me give you a couple quick tips here on autopilot. Now, obviously, autopilot is one of the best parts of owning a Tesla. It's sort of allowing you to sort of keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road, but to sort of sit back, relax, and let the car do most of the hard work for you. Autopilot is great, but you can notice it has gotten a little bit of a reputation for being a little nagging sometimes. And if you aren't applying just the amount of pressure or force on the wheel, it can sort of nag you to make sure that you're aware and you're kind of paying attention to the road. Now, obviously, one of the ways to sort of stop the autopilot nagging you from the system itself is to just give a little pressure, not like a lot of force on the wheel, but just sort of putting your hand on the wheel and sort of giving a little bit of pressure there will let the system know that you are in fact paying attention and everything is good to go. But if you don't want to do that, you can also do any interaction with these scroll wheels, whether that is adjusting the autopilot speed or probably more preferred is just sort of adjusting the volume up and down. Any little flick of the scroll wheel on the wheel will also do the same thing and kind of let autopilot know that you are in fact paying attention. So instead of having to sort of, make sure you give that pressure or the right amount of pressure to the wheel, you can just flick the scroll wheel and that will also let the system know you are paying attention. Something else I've heard is that thanks to some recent software updates, the in-cabin camera is now being active in the sort of autopilot safety system. I think you have to actually opt into this and go into the settings and turn this on. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not sure if this is confirmed or not, but what many users have noticed, and I've noticed personally myself, is that autopilot is a lot less nagging as long as your hands are on the wheel and your eyes are clearly on the road. Essentially, it's assumed that that cabin camera is being used to sort of analyze you and see what you're doing, and that will sort of help the system to know that you're paying attention and help the system to be a little bit less naggy. Again, I'm not sure 100% that it is being used or not, but I definitely have noticed that it has been better thanks to some recent software updates. So if you haven't already, and if you're okay with it, turn on that cabin camera, allow Tesla to use that camera to sort of monitor the cabin activities and allow autopilot to be a little less naggy. Next up, let's talk about one of the most highly coveted features of all time, something that many users have been clamoring for, and that is CarPlay on your Tesla or Android Auto on your Tesla. Now, I have covered this in a number of different videos. Links to those will be up here and down below. But long story short, there are actually a couple of ways you could achieve this. Obviously, you could get an iPad mini or a modified Android tablet and run that alongside your Tesla and basically have the full CarPlay experience inside of your car. But if you're looking for a more elegant way to do this, there actually are a couple of ways that do work. The first is the Tesla Mirror app. I've shown this off a couple of times in different videos. It's available on both iOS and Android. And essentially what this will do is mirrors your phone screen to your Tesla screen. So whatever app you have open on your phone, it'll send that video and also audio sent over Bluetooth as well. So this works for Google Maps, Waze, media players like Amazon Music, Apple Music, Overcast, whatever you want to play and sort of have shown up on your Tesla screen. You can do it. It works through the browser, it works while driving. It is a really nice solution. It's not as good as Android Auto or CarPlay natively being built in, but it's a nice workaround and gets the job done in a pinch. If you do have Android though, and if you're looking for an Android Auto way to do things, there is actually a little bit of a better way here on the Android side with this new sort of Android Auto streaming capability to the Tesla. I'm not sure exactly what this is called. I'll have it kind of up on screen and obviously linked down below. It essentially works the same way where it's sort of streaming it from your phone. Your phone's sort of acting like a server, so you have to connect to the phone's hotspot. But essentially, this is like a kind of a full working version of Android Auto inside of your Tesla. Again, the caveat here is that it's running inside of the browser, so it's not officially supported. But as you can see, it works pretty well. You can open app apps, you can open things like Waze and have that running, and it seems to be a really nice sort of solution here that is definitely better than nothing. Of course, I'll have everything linked down below. There's the Tesla Mirror app that's super easy to install and get up and running, and it works on iOS and Android. And then this Android workaround also works, but again, it is limited to just Android. So short answer is, if you want to have CarPlay and Android Auto, you can do it. It's not a perfect solution, but there are a couple of ways to actually run it on your Tesla. So there you go. A couple of my favorite little tips and tricks here. If you're looking for an easy way to turn the fan on and off, or basically, I guess, the climate control in the car on and off, just pressing and holding on the fan icon will do exactly what you want. So if you press and hold on it while the system's off, it'll turn it on. And if you press and hold it when the system is on, it'll turn it off. Basically, instead of having to tap on it, then tap the power button and hide it, this is just a really quick and easy way to do it. Also, if you're looking for a way to remove favorites from the Tesla Media Player, if you tap and hold on the album artwork, the covers there, you can also just press the X and remove those as well. This is sort of a hidden feature here that not many people know about, but if you're looking for an easy way to clean up those favorites and recently played stations, there's an easy way to do it just by tapping and holding. Now, some owners might not know this, but Teslas have a pretty robust voice system built into them. Obviously, the Tesla system is still lacking in ways like CarPlay and Android Auto, and text message support is a little wonky, but the voice system actually works quite well. Chances are, if there's something you want to do inside of your car, the voice system can do it, whether it's setting the temperature or adjusting fan speed, if it's opening the glove box, if it's navigation. Chances are, if you just press that scroll wheel and talk to the car, it'll be able to do the function you want, whether it's sending a message, making a phone call, like I said, controlling different parts of the car. The voice system is a lot more robust than people assume, and you should be able to do a lot of things that you normally have to tap around in the system to do pretty easily just by voice. So next time you want to adjust something, try just doing a voice control, because chances are giving it that command will probably do the trick. And last but certainly not least, if you're looking to sort of take your Tesla mobile experience to a whole new level, there are a number of third-party apps that allow you to sort of maximize the controls of the Tesla API and really allow you to do a lot of different things with your cars. Obviously, the built-in sort of default Tesla app is nice. It's got a new refresh look that looks nice, and it's sort of a nice coat of paint, but there is some functionality there that is sort of missing, and you're not getting the full power of that Tesla API. I'll leave a link to a number of different apps down below. I've made a whole video on these. I'll link also down below and up here that shows you some of the really cool things you can do with third-party Tesla apps that give you a whole lot of functionality, give you a whole lot of historical data to look at and different stats on your car and stuff like that. Basically, if you're looking to sort of take your mobile experience with Tesla to a new level, or get a whole lot of different functionality out of your Tesla vehicle beyond just the stock Tesla app, there are a number of great apps on iOS and Android that'll let you do a whole lot more with your car. So those are some of my favorite tips, tricks, and hidden features here. I tried not to do the basics here. I tried to go a little bit more advanced and show you some of the coolest ones that I've recently discovered. Hopefully, when the long-awaited version 11 comes out, we get even more. But for now, these are some of the favorites of ones I've seen in the comments and ones I've tried personally that I use all the time that just allow you to get a little bit more out of your Tesla experience. But what are your thoughts? What are some of your favorite hidden features, little tips and tricks you found inside of your car that would be great for new owners or experienced owners? What are some things you use all the time that might not be so apparent? Let me know in the comments down below. We can share our knowledge and excitement of different hidden features. And of course, I made a number of different videos showing off other hidden features on the Tesla that I'll leave linked down below as well. Hope you guys can check that out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do a lot of different Tesla content on here, cover the ins and outs of the cars, the news, and some really cool breaking features and updates as they happen. And I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am Robert Rosenfeld, and I will see you all in the next one.